Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive while others consistently struggle despite similar circumstances? If you think the answer lies solely in external factors like wealth or luck, think again. The truth is that our interactions and relationships play a crucial role in our well-being and success. According to Stoic philosophy, certain types of people can negatively impact our lives and should be avoided. In this guide, we will explore 7 types of people that Stoicism advises us to avoid. These lessons will help you recognize detrimental influences and foster healthier, more constructive relationships. Are you ready to transform your social circle for the better? Let's dive into the details. Number 1. The manipulator. Manipulators are masters of deception, twisting reality to serve their own ends. They prey on our vulnerabilities, seeking to control our thoughts and actions through subtle and insidious means. Epictetus reminds us, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. This profound insight reveals the power manipulators wield over our minds and underscores the necessity of recognizing their tactics. Manipulators thrive on distorting our perceptions and controlling our actions. They may use flattery, guilt, or fear to influence our decisions, often leading us away from our true values and goals. They are adept at finding our weak spots and exploiting them for their gain. Whether through sweet words or veiled threats, they push us into actions that serve their interests, not ours. The more subtle their approach, the more dangerous they become, weaving a web of influence that can be hard to see through. The key to dealing with manipulators is awareness and assertiveness. Recognize their tactics and set clear boundaries. Do not allow their influence to compromise your integrity or disrupt your peace of mind. By maintaining a strong sense of self and being mindful of your interactions, you can protect yourself from their harmful effects. Awareness involves paying attention to how certain interactions make you feel. If you often feel drained, guilty, or uncomfortable around someone, it might be a sign of manipulation. Once you recognize these signs, the next step is to assert yourself. This means communicating your boundaries clearly and confidently. You have the right to say no, to refuse to be coerced into actions that go against your values. Imagine a scenario where a friend constantly manipulates you into doing things their way. They use guilt to make you feel responsible for their happiness or flattery to sway your opinions. Over time, you might find yourself acting against your better judgment, compromising your values, and feeling trapped in their web of deceit. This is the manipulator's power, and it can erode your sense of self-worth and autonomy. You might start to doubt your own decisions, feeling as though you must always defer to their wishes. This erosion of self-confidence is precisely what manipulators seek, as it makes you more pliable and easier to control. The antidote is self-awareness and assertiveness. When you recognize the manipulator's tactics, you can take a step back, reassess the situation, and reinforce your boundaries. It's about reclaiming your power and ensuring that your actions align with your principles. Reclaiming your power means reminding yourself of your values and priorities. It means standing firm in your decisions and not letting someone else's desires overshadow your own. This might require difficult conversations or even distancing yourself from the manipulator, but it is essential for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. Additionally, it's helpful to seek support from those who respect your boundaries and encourage your autonomy. Friends and family who understand and support you can provide the strength needed to resist manipulation. They can offer perspective, helping you see the manipulator's tactics more clearly and reinforcing your resolve to stand firm. By being vigilant and maintaining your integrity, you protect not only your peace of mind, but also your sense of self. Manipulators rely on our complacency and our willingness to put their needs above our own. Breaking free from their influence requires a commitment to self-respect and an unwavering dedication to living in alignment with our true values. In doing so, we preserve our autonomy and foster a life rooted in authenticity and inner strength. Number 2, the perpetual victim. The perpetual victim is ensnared in a cycle of blame and helplessness, forever casting themselves as the sufferer in their own narrative. Marcus Aurelius observed, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Those who constantly wallow in self-pity can taint our mindset, fostering negativity and dependency. While compassion is crucial, we must not allow ourselves to be dragged into their despair. Encourage them to take responsibility for their actions and seek solutions. but maintain a safe distance to preserve your own mental well-being. Perpetual victims thrive on the attention and sympathy they receive from others, often refusing to take responsibility for their own actions. They blame external circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their misfortunes. This mindset can be incredibly draining, as it fosters a culture of dependency and helplessness. As a result, we might find ourselves constantly trying to rescue them, which can be emotionally exhausting and counterproductive. Imagine a colleague who always blames their failures on others. They never take responsibility for missed deadlines or poor performance, always finding someone or something else to blame. This behavior can create a toxic work environment where accountability is lacking and negativity prevails. The key to dealing with perpetual victims is to set boundaries and encourage self-empowerment, offer support and compassion, but also encourage them to take responsibility for their actions and seek solutions. By doing so, you protect your own mental well-being and foster a more positive and productive environment. Engaging with perpetual victims can lead to a distorted sense of reality where everyone around them becomes a scapegoat for their issues. This behavior not only hinders their personal growth, but also negatively impacts those who interact with them regularly. When dealing with such individuals, it is essential to practice empathy without enabling their victim mentality. Encourage them to adopt a growth mindset, which focuses on learning from failures and taking proactive steps to improve their situation. By maintaining a balance between compassion and assertiveness, you can help perpetual victims see the value in taking responsibility for their actions. This approach not only aids their personal development, but also reinforces your boundaries, ensuring that you do not become entangled in their perpetual cycle of blame and helplessness. Over time, this strategy can lead to healthier, more constructive interactions that benefit both parties. It is crucial to recognize that everyone experiences hardships, but it is our response to these challenges that defines us. Encouraging perpetual victims to shift their perspective from one of helplessness to one of empowerment can be transformative. This shift involves helping them see that they have the power to influence their circumstances through their actions and decisions. By fostering this sense of agency, you enable them to break free from the confines of their victim mentality. In conclusion, while it is important to show empathy and support to those who struggle, it is equally important to protect your own mental and emotional well-being. By setting boundaries and encouraging personal responsibility, you can help perpetual victims move towards a more empowered and constructive way of living. This approach not only benefits them, but also preserves your own sense of peace and stability, allowing you to maintain a positive and balanced outlook on life. Number 3. The cynic. Cynics are the harbingers of doubt and disillusionment, dismissing virtue and goodness with relentless negativity. Seneca advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." The cynic's persistent skepticism can erode our own beliefs and aspirations, making it difficult to maintain a hopeful outlook on life. Surround yourself with those who inspire and challenge you to grow, fostering an environment of positivity and constructive thought. Cynics view the world through a lens of skepticism and negativity, often undermining the efforts and aspirations of others. They dismiss acts of kindness, question motives, and generally see the worst in people and situations. This mindset can be incredibly contagious, spreading negativity and doubt to those around them. Imagine a family member who constantly criticizes your dreams and aspirations. They tell you that your goals are unrealistic, that people are inherently selfish, and that the world is a harsh place. Over time, their negativity can erode your confidence and dampen your enthusiasm. The key to dealing with cynics is to limit your exposure to their negativity and surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out individuals who inspire you, who believe in the potential for goodness, and who encourage you to pursue your dreams. By doing so, you create an environment that fosters growth, positivity, and resilience. Engaging with cynics can lead to a distorted worldview where doubt and negativity overshadow hope and progress. This mindset can stifle creativity, hinder personal growth, and create a pervasive sense of disillusionment. It is essential to recognize the impact that cynicism can have on your mental and emotional well-being, and to take proactive steps to mitigate its effects. By consciously choosing to spend time with individuals who uplift and inspire you, you can counteract the corrosive influence of cynicism. These positive influences can help you maintain a balanced perspective, reminding you of the potential for goodness and growth in the world. They can also provide valuable support and encouragement as you pursue your goals and aspirations. It is important to approach cynics with empathy and understanding, recognizing that their negativity often stems from their own experiences and struggles. However, it is equally important to protect your own well-being by setting boundaries and limiting your exposure to their pessimism. By doing so, you can maintain your sense of hope and optimism, which are essential for personal growth and fulfillment. In conclusion, while it is important to show empathy and understanding towards cynics, it is equally important to protect your own mental and emotional well-being. By surrounding yourself with positive influences and setting boundaries, you can maintain a hopeful and optimistic outlook on life. This approach not only benefits you, but also sets a positive example for others, encouraging them to adopt a more constructive and uplifting perspective. Number 4. The envious. Envy is a corrosive force that poisons the soul and destroys relationships. Envious individuals are consumed by jealousy, incapable of celebrating the successes of others. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Those who are dominated by envy create a toxic atmosphere, breeding resentment and conflict. Focus on fostering mutual respect and support, and avoid those who let jealousy dictate their interactions. Envy not only harms the envious person, but also those around them, as it breeds resentment and conflict. Envious individuals are unable to appreciate the successes of others, often feeling threatened or diminished by them. This mindset can create a toxic environment where competition and conflict overshadow collaboration and support. Imagine a friend who is always jealous of your achievements. Instead of celebrating your successes, they make snide remarks or try to undermine your accomplishments. This behavior can create tension and resentment, making it difficult to maintain a healthy and supportive relationship. The key to dealing with envious individuals is to focus on fostering mutual respect and support. Celebrate the achievements of others and use them as inspiration to pursue your own goals. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude and contentment, you can protect yourself from the corrosive effects of envy and create a more positive and supportive environment. Envy can manifest in various ways, from subtle remarks to overt attempts to undermine others. It can create a hostile environment where trust and cooperation are eroded. Recognizing the signs of envy and addressing them proactively can help mitigate their impact and foster a more harmonious and supportive atmosphere. By fostering an attitude of gratitude and contentment, you can counteract the negative effects of envy. This involves focusing on your own achievements and appreciating the successes of others without feeling threatened or diminished. Celebrating the accomplishments of those around you can create a positive and supportive environment where everyone can thrive. It is also important to set boundaries with envious individuals and to communicate openly and honestly about the impact of their behavior. By addressing envy directly and constructively, you can help create a more respectful and supportive dynamic. This approach not only benefits you, but also encourages envious individuals to reflect on their behavior and make positive changes. In conclusion, envy is a destructive force that can poison relationships and create a toxic environment. By fostering an attitude of gratitude and contentment, and by addressing envy proactively and constructively, you can protect yourself from its corrosive effects and create a more positive and supportive atmosphere. This approach benefits not only you, but also those around you, fostering a culture of mutual respect and support. Number 5. The gossip. Gossipers thrive on spreading discord and misinformation. They delight in sharing secrets and rumors, often with little regard for the truth. Epictetus warned, "Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly." Engaging with gossipers can lead us away from truth and harmony, as they sow seeds of distrust and division. Choose your conversations wisely, and engage in meaningful dialogue that elevates and unites rather than degrades and separates. Gossipers thrive on spreading discord and misinformation. They delight in sharing secrets and rumors, often with little regard for the truth. Engaging with gossipers can lead us away from truth and harmony, as they sow seeds of distrust and division. Choose your conversations wisely, and avoid those who revel in spreading negativity about others. Instead, engage in meaningful and uplifting discussions that promote understanding and connection. Protect the sanctity of your thoughts and words by refusing to participate in gossip. By doing so, you maintain your integrity and contribute to a more respectful and harmonious environment. Imagine a coworker who constantly shares rumors and secrets about others in the office. They spread misinformation, create tension, and foster an environment of distrust. Engaging in gossip can lead to misunderstandings, damaged relationships, and a toxic work environment. The key to dealing with gossipers is to refuse to participate in their conversations and focus on meaningful and uplifting dialogue. By doing so, you maintain your integrity and contribute to a more positive and respectful environment. Gossip can create a toxic atmosphere where trust and cooperation are eroded. It can lead to misunderstandings, damaged reputations, and strained relationships. Recognizing the impact of gossip and choosing to engage in meaningful and respectful dialogue can help mitigate its negative effects and foster a more harmonious and supportive environment. By choosing to engage in meaningful and respectful dialogue, you can create a more positive and supportive environment. This involves focusing on constructive conversations that promote understanding and connection rather than spreading rumors and negativity. By doing so, you maintain your integrity and contribute to a more respectful and harmonious atmosphere. It is also important to set boundaries with gossipers and to communicate openly and honestly about the impact of their behavior. By addressing gossip directly and constructively, you can help create a more respectful and supportive dynamic. This approach not only benefits you, but also encourages gossipers to reflect on their behavior and make positive changes. In conclusion, gossip is a destructive force that can create a toxic environment and erode trust and cooperation. By choosing to engage in meaningful and respectful dialogue, and by addressing gossip proactively and constructively, you can protect yourself from its negative effects and create a more positive and supportive atmosphere. This approach benefits not only you, but also those around you, fostering a culture of mutual respect and support. Number 6. The impulsive. Impulsivity disregards reason and foresight, often leading to chaos and regret. Impulsive individuals act without considering the consequences of their actions, driven by immediate desires and emotions. Seneca stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Those who lack self-control can disrupt our pursuit of a disciplined and purposeful life. Surround yourself with thoughtful and measured individuals who value contemplation and deliberate action. Impulsive individuals act without considering the consequences of their actions, driven by immediate desires and emotions. Surround yourself with individuals who value contemplation and deliberate action. By fostering relationships with thoughtful and measured people, you can cultivate a more stable and intentional way of living. Practice patience and reflection in your own life, and encourage others to do the same. By doing so, you can avoid the pitfalls of impulsivity and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. Imagine a friend who constantly makes impulsive decisions, whether it's quitting their job on a whim, making large purchases without considering their finances, or getting into arguments without thinking things through. Their actions can create chaos and stress, not just for themselves, but also for those around them. The key to dealing with impulsive individuals is to encourage patience and reflection. Surround yourself with people who value contemplation and deliberate action, and practice these qualities in your own life. By doing so, you create a more stable and intentional way of living, free from the chaos and regret that impulsivity can bring. Impulsivity can lead to a series of negative consequences, including poor decision-making, strained relationships, and financial instability. Recognizing the impact of impulsivity and taking proactive steps to foster patience and reflection can help mitigate its negative effects and promote a more stable and intentional way of living. By fostering relationships with thoughtful and measured individuals, you can create an environment that encourages contemplation and deliberate action. This involves surrounding yourself with people who value reflection and careful consideration in their decision-making processes. By doing so, you create a supportive network that reinforces the importance of patience and reflection. It is also important to practice patience and reflection in your own life. This involves taking the time to carefully consider the potential consequences of your actions before making decisions. By doing so, you can avoid the pitfalls of impulsivity and make more informed and deliberate choices. In conclusion, impulsivity is a destructive force that can lead to chaos and regret. By fostering relationships with thoughtful and measured individuals, and by practicing patience and reflection in your own life, you can mitigate the negative effects of impulsivity and create a more stable and intentional way of living. This approach benefits not only you, but also those around you, fostering a culture of thoughtful and deliberate action. 7. The pessimist. Pessimists view the world through a lens of defeat and despair, undermining hope and progress. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. Avoid those who constantly predict failure, and focus instead on those who uplift and inspire with their optimism and resilience." Pessimism can be contagious, seeping into our thoughts and actions. To counteract this, surround yourself with individuals who have a positive outlook on life and who encourage you to pursue your dreams. By fostering a hopeful and resilient mindset, you can overcome challenges and achieve your goals. Pessimists often focus on the negative aspects of life, predicting failure and disappointment at every turn. This mindset can be incredibly contagious, spreading doubt and negativity to those around them. Engaging with pessimists can lead to a distorted view of the world, where opportunities are overshadowed by perceived obstacles and potential failures. Imagine a colleague who constantly complains about their job, predicts failure for every project, and sees obstacles in every opportunity. Their negativity can be draining, making it difficult to stay motivated and optimistic. This constant barrage of pessimism can erode your confidence and dampen your enthusiasm, leading to a sense of hopelessness and stagnation. The key to dealing with pessimists is to limit your exposure to their negativity and surround yourself with positive influences. Surrounding yourself with individuals who have a hopeful and resilient mindset can counteract the negative effects of pessimism. These positive influences can help you maintain a balanced perspective, reminding you of the potential for growth and success. They can provide valuable support and encouragement, helping you stay focused on your goals and aspirations. To foster a more positive and resilient mindset, it is essential to practice gratitude and focus on the positive aspects of life. This involves acknowledging your achievements and appreciating the small joys in everyday life. By doing so, you can cultivate an attitude of gratitude that counteracts the negative effects of pessimism. It is also important to set realistic goals and take proactive steps to achieve them. This involves breaking down larger goals into manageable tasks and celebrating your progress along the way. By setting achievable milestones, you can maintain a sense of momentum and motivation, which can help you overcome challenges and achieve your objectives. Practicing resilience is another crucial aspect of counteracting pessimism. This involves developing the ability to bounce back from setbacks and view challenges as opportunities for growth. By fostering a resilient mindset, you can maintain a sense of hope and determination, even in the face of adversity. In conclusion, pessimism is a destructive force that can undermine hope and progress. By surrounding yourself with positive influences and practicing gratitude, resilience, and proactive goal setting, you can mitigate the negative effects of pessimism and create a more hopeful and constructive outlook on life. This approach benefits not only you, but also those around you, fostering a culture of growth, positivity, and resilience. As we navigate the complexities of life, it is essential to remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and dwell on the beauty of life. By focusing on the positive aspects of our experiences and surrounding ourselves with those who uplift and inspire us, we can cultivate a mindset that embraces hope and progress. This approach allows us to overcome challenges, achieve our goals, and lead a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Conclusion. By recognizing and avoiding these 7 types of individuals, we protect our inner sanctum and nurture a life aligned with virtue. As we navigate our interactions, let us remember the teachings of the ancients, grounding ourselves in wisdom and fortitude. We must be vigilant in choosing our companions, for they have the power to shape our thoughts and actions. Surround yourself with those who inspire, uplift, and challenge you to be your best self. Cultivate relationships that are built on mutual respect, honesty, and support. In doing so, we not only honor the teachings of ancient wisdom, but also fortify our own character and integrity. The path to wisdom is paved with self-control, empathy, and unwavering respect for oneself and others. Guard your soul against those who would lead it astray. Cultivate the company of those who elevate and inspire. Reflect on these timeless teachings. Share them with those seeking guidance, and let them light our path toward a life of virtue and respect. As we walk this path together, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to self-improvement and the pursuit of a virtuous life. By doing so, We honor the legacy of those who came before us and pave the way for future generations to follow.